Hello, I'm Debbie Polachek. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today we're going to be making a card, and it's going to be a very vintage looking card. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends if you like. Let's get started making the card. I've already, again, did a lot of the pre-op, so I'll tell you exactly what I did. I cut out all these in little die cuts from this set and stamped them with soft suede. They're all cut out of very vanilla. And I took the soft suede and have it on my little dauber here and worked it all around the outside. Like that. Then I used Blushing Bride, and I might have had a little bit of some other pink on my brush. I mean on my sponge dauber. It's very possible because it looks darker than in Blushing Bride. But I did ring it, so it might not be. It might be just the Blushing Bride. I'm not real sure. But anyway, I just kind of dabbed it in the middle like that. And then I did the same thing to the greenery on here. I sponged it around. Then I came back with some green more at the base of it and did that. And then to form, and of course this was done too, the little buds, again with the sponge, the soft suede around the edges. Then to form the petals, I took just a small amount of water. You don't want to put too much water because it will erase all your ink on the back. And I mean, that was just, see, this is one of them real misty. I got that at Sally's Beauty Supply, and it makes just a soft mist. If I find one on Amazon, I'll put a link of it below as well. Take my about an 8mm Stylist. And I'm going to double over my mat here so I'll have it thicker, and just poke that real good in the center. And then after I did that, I kind of wrinkled it up. For the flowers, that's how they were done. These leaves were done with the smaller Stylist like you'd have in your Stampin' Up set. And I just took them and did that. Just rolled it along that center vein, and it makes some curl. This went back to the larger Stylist and just pushed that in and ran it over. And that was that. Okay, that's how I did all of our thing. Oh, and I also cut die set here. There's these little things right here, and I went ahead and cut that out of gold foil paper. I cut one for each one of the flowers. And I also put these right here, these faceted gems, the smallest one in the center of each one. I did use petal pink, and I cut one piece of petal pink, I cut it 6 3/4 by 4 1/2, and I cut another piece that's 7 1/4 by 4 1/2, and I scored it a 1/2 inch down. And I'm going to press that real good with my bone folder. Okay. I have 2 pieces of very vanilla that are 3 3/4 by 6 1/4. I have 2 pieces of this wood grain looking cardstock. It's from this set that is called Pressed Petals. And there's that wood grain there. You see the other opposite side. And and it is cut at, there's two pieces here, cut at 6.5 by 4.25. Okay, this is the inside of my card, and as you can see, I just stamped it a couple times, on one on each end. This one I stamped right there because I want the flowers that I'm going to build up are going to be right here. And then I took it and sponged all around the edges, which I did on this one too. I sponged with the soft suede all around the edges. Then I took my scissors and I really worked it with my scissors. Really good. Because actually what I'm going to do, you see, I really is tearing it up here. Now I'm going to take, oh, that would probably work just fine, and just kind of curl it. This is going to be the bottom, so I want to leave that not to work too much on that area there. And I'm just going to work it with my thumb, working it back and forth till I get it to roll. And I'm going to take this one and tear it a little bit more. And probably roll that a little bit. Roll a lot of my corners here. I want it to look very rough. The one on the inside, I'm going to leave it plain. And I'm not going to stamp anything on it today, no greetings. This would be good for any occasion, I think. Now this, I really want to raise it up. I want to raise it up probably, you know, how I would really like to raise it up is with some fun foam. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick a piece of fun foam behind it that is going to be, I'm going to cut a piece of fun foam that is about 3.25 by 5, because I really don't want it to show behind this. I want my paper to show behind this. So 3.25 by 5. I'm just, okay. And I'm going to just take our ink, our glue, and just glue it all on the back. It's good and supportive. Okay. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and center this one. Now this is going to be my card, and since it's an odd shape here, this is going to be a 6.75 by 4.5 inch card, so it's going to be a little bit oversized card. Sometimes it's just fun to make an odd shaped card. You get kind of bored, at least I do, get kind of bored with the same shape all the time. Now I'm going to go ahead and stack this on top of this. Now I have the which way is better? Is it better to do it this way? Yeah, I think so. So your back will cover part of that up. Let's do it that way. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this one here. Okay. Now we're going to take our leaves first and put them up here. Just kind of cover up the ones that we see that they got there. Keep the arrangement the same. And see, the leaves are in the background of this, so we definitely want to put those in the background first. Same with this. This one they cheated and put a little bit bigger flower than what we got, but that's okay. I could put 2 there. I think I'm going to put 2 like that there because the stem is a little bit longer. See, I colored that one just so it'll go on the bottom, and then I forgot. Oh well. Let me go ahead and color this. I used the soft suede light, and just colored the stems. Okay, now we're going to glue our flowers, and this flower looks like it's in the background, so we'll put him in the back. Now, your glue dots might be the simplest thing to do, but this seems to be working out pretty good. My flowers had dried pretty good after having them damp. It didn't take long to dry them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and fill up all of these, especially this one here. Not so much these, but this one here. And I just think it'll be a better balance on this card. Okay. Wanted to make sure I told you that you go ahead and these little gold stamens, go ahead and push the middle inside of those too. I don't know if I told you that or not. With that 8mm stylus. Glue dots. Stick that in the center. Put that in there. Now let's glue this on there, and hopefully it'll look a little more balanced. I think it will. It just needs something else. I think I'm going to change this out and put this one here and this one here. The little heavier one at the bottom. Some of this and that. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That lace on there. Let's make a bow on here as well. I think I'm going to make like a small bow, like a 2-inch bow, and let it hang. That will do work that way. Let's see. I might have wanted a little bit longer than that actually. Let's see how long I got it. I got it at 13 inches right now. These bow makers are free, by the way, with a $100 order. Your first $100 order. You can't curl those, can you? I bet you could with a curling iron. I think it's going to have another flower right there in the middle of that. Sorry about this, people. Not real sure how it looks on camera, but it looks pretty. Okay, I can only think of one more thing we will need is envelope that's about even a ½ an inch. It's pretty thick with that fun foam on there. So thank you. Bye bye.